Hello and welcome back. I'm Joseph Hoffman, and in this lesson we're going to be learning a completely new kind of scale that is built totally with half steps, giving it a very unique sound. It's called the chromatic scale. Let's come to the piano to check it out. Let's listen to a chromatic scale. That's going up an octave. What do you notice? You probably noticed I was playing every single key. And when we go from one key to the very nearest key, we call that moving by half step. It gives it a very unique sound. Most of the scales we've learned have a combination of whole steps and half steps. The chromatic scale is all half steps. In fact, when I was a kid, 6 years old, the first composition I made up was this. I called it the Spider Song. I just thought that chromatic scale going up and down those 5 notes sounded so cool. I didn't know what a chromatic scale was. I just thought it made a cool, creepy sound like spider legs. So that's my first song that I composed. Beethoven uses the chromatic scale towards the end of Für Elise. Here at this place, we start with these A minor arpeggios, and then he uses the chromatic scale to go back to the main theme. It's also used in themes that create a feeling of suspense, like the Mission Impossible theme. See right there how those notes move up by half step? And that gives it kind of this intense, suspenseful sound. So the chromatic scale is a great choice when you want a sense of mystery or suspense. The word chromatic comes from the Greek word chroma, which means color. So when you hear the words chromatic scale, you can think colorful scale. The chromatic scale is a way to add color and interest. Imagine like before they invented all these black keys, maybe it's like watching an old black and white movie, but you add in all these half steps and now suddenly you're watching in full color. So let's look at the fingering for the chromatic scale. It's a very interesting fingering. You're only going to use 3 fingers, 1, 2, and 3. And the rule is black keys are always finger 3. White keys, it depends. When you get to a group of 2 white keys in a row, you're going to use finger 1 and 2. So let's practice that. Can you take your finger 1 and 2 and just play them as a group? Anytime you see 2 white keys in a row with no black key in between. Those are called the natural half steps. Can you try this on your piano? Let's just go up and down 2 octaves. Play E and F with fingers 1 and 2, B and C, E and F, B and C, and then back down. Now, all the other white keys, you're just going to use finger 1. So starting on C, the fingering would be 1, 3, 1, 3. Will you try it that far? So just play C, C sharp, D, D sharp with finger 1, 3, 1, 3. Now your turn. Now, when you get to 2 white keys, you're going to use fingers 1, 2, and then finger 3 on the F sharp. So it'll go 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now, will you try it that far? Good. So we had 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then it continues 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so now let's go that far. 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 2, 3. Will you try it that far by yourself? And then that pattern just continues. Basically, you're thinking figures 1 and 3, 1 and 3 on all white and black keys. 1 always takes the white key, 3 always takes the black key. The only time it changes when you get to 2 white keys in a row, you do 1, 2, 3. 1, 3, 1, 3, 1. 2 can play the top note if we're just going 2 octaves. Then we can come back down. 2, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3. And then remember, Coming down, it's 2, 1. Don't go 1, 2. There's no need to cross over there. Just do 2, 1. And then 3, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1. Okay, so it's the same fingering going up as coming down. Pause the video and work on the chromatic scale, 2 octaves, right hand alone. Then press play to go on. Now with the left hand, it's the same idea. First, let's take these natural half steps, and also with the left hand, that's going to be fingers 2 and 1. So play 2 and 1 on E and F, 2 and 1 on B and C, 2 and 1. Just want you to get used to this feel. 2 and 1 on those 2 white keys. Okay, so now with the left hand, also finger 1 will play the white keys. Finger 3, only finger 3 touches the black keys. There's no other finger that touches the black keys. So it's 1, 3, 1, 3, and then 2, 1. A common mistake is I see students want to play a 1 first and then the 2, but then you have to cross over the 2, then you have to also cross over the 3. So it's kind of a double crossover. So it's better to go 2, 1. Does that make sense? And then cross over the 3. So it's 1, 3, 1, 3, 2, 1. Try going just that far. Your turn. Okay, so we had 1, 3, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 2, 1. Now try going that far on your own. Go. Okay, let's look at the full 2 octave scale now. We have 1, 3, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 2, 1, and then the same fingering going down. 2, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So always finger 3 on the black keys, always 1 and 2 on the 2 natural half steps. 2, 1 when you're going up, or 1, 2 when you're going down. Pause the video and work on the 2 octave chromatic scale with left hand. Be very careful with the fingering so you're training the right fingering from the start, and then press play to go on. Now you probably guessed that I was going to pull out my metronome. Once you feel pretty confident, you can turn on the metronome. Start with 1 note per click, but as you get confident with that, you can bump it up to 2 notes per click. T, 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 T. Since we've learned about triplets recently, you could even try 3 notes per click, which would be a triplet. Triplet, 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 triplet. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Here I'm playing 3 notes per click. Pineapple, 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 pineapple. Pineapple, 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 pineapple. So that's 3 notes per click. You can start slow, gradually increase speed until you're confident. My last challenge for you this week is to try to compose or improvise a short song or piece that uses a chromatic scale. So you probably want to choose a bass key, like let's say C minor, okay? And figure out how can you use a chromatic scale. See how I added that chromatic scale there? It doesn't have to be the whole song. See, it can just be a little part of the melody. You can have part of the melody use just your regular C minor scale, but then every once in a while, you can use that chromatic scale to add extra interest. You could even have chords in the right hand and use the chromatic scale in the left hand. So, experiment with the chromatic scale this week as you improvise. Doesn't have to be C minor, it can be any key can use the chromatic scale. Great job today learning how to play the chromatic scale. Happy practicing and see you next time. One thing my son Isaac used to love doing with me as a kid was chromatic scale races on the piano. I'd give him a head start and he'd start playing a chromatic scale up the piano, and then I would start below him and see if I could catch up before he got to the highest note on the piano.
But now wouldn't you say I'd have to give you the head start?
That's bold language coming from you, son. Do you want a race?
I don't know. I wouldn't want to embarrass you in front of all your students.
There's no embarrassment in defeat against a worthy opponent. How much of a head start would I get?
1/5.
Okay, you're on. Let's race. Hey everyone, Mr. Hoffman and Isaac are gonna race. Ooh, who do you think will win?
I've heard Isaac is pretty fast.
Of course, Mr. Hoffman will win. Race. Okay, you ready?
Yep.
Set, go.
Gotcha.
Good race, Isaac. Wow. Congratulations, great race, Isaac.
Hey, thanks, Scuba. And guys, thanks for watching. And remember, only practice on days you wake up.
Popcorn, come to the nest.
Ho, ho, ho.
Is that Santa Claus?